The history of the M4 Sherman tank begins in the early 1940s when the U.S. Army realized the need to create a modern medium tank for upcoming combat operations. As a result of the development, a tank was created that became not only a symbol of American armored forces but also a key element of the Allies' victory in World War II. The predecessor of the Sherman was the M3 Lee medium tank, which had powerful armament but significant drawbacks, such as the side-mounted main gun. This made it less effective in battle. Recognizing the design problems, American engineers began developing a new tank with improved characteristics. In 1941, the prototype of the future Sherman, the T6, was introduced. This tank had a fully rotating turret, which significantly improved its combat effectiveness. After successful testing, it was decided to adopt it under the designation M4. The main armament of the first versions of the Sherman was the 75mm M3 gun, capable of striking enemy tanks and fortifications. Additionally, the tank was equipped with several Browning M1919 machine guns for engaging enemy infantry. The armor thickness ranged from 38 to 76 mm, providing protection from enemy fire. Production of the M4 Sherman began in 1942, and soon this tank became the primary medium tank of the U.S. Army. Its simplicity in production and reliability allowed it to be manufactured in massive quantities, more than 49,000 units. The Sherman was used in all theaters of war, North Africa, Italy, Western Europe, and the Pacific Front. In battles against German tanks such as the PZKPF-W4, Panther, and Tiger, it performed well but often lagged behind in firepower and armor protection. To compensate for its shortcomings, the Americans began modifying the Sherman. Versions with reinforced armor, improved suspension, and more powerful guns appeared. One such variant was the M4A3E8, known as Easy 8, equipped with a 76mm gun and improved HVSS suspension. Besides the US, the Sherman was actively used by allies. The UK, USSR, Canada, and France received thousands of these tanks under the Lend-Lease program. The British developed their own modification, the Sherman Firefly, armed with a 17-pounder, 76.2mm, gun capable of penetrating the armor of heavy German tanks. In the USSR, the M4 Sherman was nicknamed Emka and was used on the Eastern Front. Although Soviet crews appreciated its comfort and reliability, they noted shortcomings in mobility and armor protection compared to the T-34. The Sherman was also used as a platform for self-propelled artillery, bridge layers, flamethrower tanks, and other specialized vehicles. Due to its versatility, it remained in service even after World War II ended. During the Korean War, the Sherman was once again in demand. Although it was inferior to the newer Soviet T-34-85 tanks, upgraded versions such as the M4A3E8 continued to perform combat missions effectively. After the Korean War, the Sherman was gradually replaced by more modern tanks, such as the M47 Patton. However, many countries continued to use it until the 1970s. In some armies, such as Israel's, modernized versions remained in service until the 1980s. Israel actively used the Sherman in wars against Arab nations, upgrading it to the M50 and M51 standards, equipped with French 75mm and 105mm guns. These tanks were successfully used in the Six-Day War and the Yom Kippur War. The legacy of the M4 Sherman lives on in the history of armored vehicles. This tank became a symbol of American military power and played a key role in the Allies' victory in World War II. Today, the Sherman can be seen in museums, military memorials, and even private collections. Many enthusiasts restore these machines to working condition, participating in historical reenactments. Due to its reliability, simplicity, and mass production, the M4 Sherman became one of the most famous tanks of the 20th century. It proved its effectiveness in battle and left a significant mark on the history of military technology. For many years, the M4 Sherman remained a symbol of the mechanized forces of the U.S. and its allies. Its influence on subsequent generations of tanks can be traced in the design of American armored vehicles such as the M26 Pershing and M60 Patton. In modern military conflicts, the Sherman is, of course, no longer used, but its role in tank history remains undeniable. This tank became an example of a successful combination of combat characteristics, technological simplicity, and mass production. Many military historians believe that the Sherman played a decisive role in ensuring the Allies' armored superiority. Despite being individually inferior to heavy German tanks, its mass production and tactical deployment ensured success on the battlefield. The history of the Sherman is not only a story about military technology but also about the people who fought in it. Sherman crews demonstrated heroism and dedication, using all the tank's capabilities to achieve victory over the enemy. Thanks to their courage, this tank became one of the legends of World War II.